Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. In this video today, I will be soloing a level 58 evacuate the shelter. I started recording a little late, so I don't have the initial startup of me running down there on a constructor and then getting overwhelmed by the amount of enemies that were down here and going down just as I killed the last enemy that I needed to kill. It worked out though. I uh I successfully did it, that part, and now I am working on building the around the shelter defenses by myself. I put out my defenders. I put out a level 34 sniper, a power 80 shotgunner, and I think it's a power 34 bruiser. His weapon is he's using the flaming. Uh, I want to say Mass Mune or something. It's something that people with the highest version of the game get. I think it's like a founder's sword and it's on fire. Anyway, I think it's like power 82 or something. And then my shotgun defender is using uh, a backbreaker. That's I don't remember the power. Gosh, it kind of sucks, but it's level 25. Malachite. Anyway, that's who I have out to help me. Besides that, wasn't planning on doing this mission alone. Thought it would be like a group situation where other people would join, but unfortunately nobody joined this time because it was late at night. So those are the breaks sometimes. So what you can usually do is you can exit out of the mission and then just try to restart the mission, and usually you'll find a group that way. But the matchmaking in this game isn't perfect. Yeah, we don't need windows there. I need to take those out. So if you find yourself in that situation and you really want to do it and you're not confident in your ability to solo it, then don't be afraid to just back out the mission and then restart it later. But me, I was being stubborn, so this is what happens when you're stubborn and you're unprepared. And I just was like, wow, this is a lot. This is a lot of work. Like, not only building it, but putting down traps, putting down defenders, equipping the defenders with weapons, and my bruiser's doing a little dance over there. He's dabbing, so to speak. I'm trying to put out traps that don't set off propane tanks, so they won't have like an easy way to explode the walls. But at the same time, I'm trying to like slow them down. I mean, because there's a chance that my defenders are going to set them off. I'm not sure about the sniper, but the shotgunner's backbreaker is on fire, and so when it spreads, it's probably going to immediately light the propane tank guy. But now I heard somebody say that now wooden spikes light propane guys. Right now, I don't know. I'll have to do some testing on that one. And I forgot to leave my way in. It's a good idea when you're building when you're building to leave yourself some paths in. Make some doors or something. Hopefully the zombies don't use this. Nice little stairway to the top of the building. I don't even remember if I upgraded the second layer of brick. I probably forgot to do that. I was like panicking and I was like, dang, only 2 minutes left and I haven't even put my base down. So I figured, oh, now's a good time as any to build like a place for my base. Which you don't need to put it under all this protection, but you can. And this is what I ended up doing because I couldn't think of anything else because I was running out of time. I ended up building like a little half pyramid on the top of this. I see the timer ticking down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. I shouldn't have did all this. But then at the same time, I was like, you know what? I used all these materials, and it will be a waste of materials if I don't just outright finish this mission. So let's just try to finish this mission. You know, worst that can happen is we fail and we lose all our materials, but at least we tried. So I think I even forgot to upgrade a panel. I'm just I'm just rushing. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're coming. They're coming to get me. No. It's like in 7 Days to Die. I was watching a video on that because my friend told me that it's a lot like this game. You kind of fortify your shelter, and then the zombies come, and you got to hold them off for a certain time period. I think you got to actually in that game. I think you got to kill all the zombies that come. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody that's played that game, but anyway, the point is, it's similar to this, but in this particular case, I wasn't finished building, so I said, oh, let me put him out, my decoy, which by the way is pretty clutch on Hazard the 13th, one of the heroes from Fortnite. If you haven't started playing Fortnite and you get like the legendary version of Hazard or the purple version of Hazard, I would definitely keep it. I think that's the only versions actually in this event. I don't think they made like a green and blue version of them, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. But yeah, he's very useful even on like encampments because he draws the attention of all the enemies on that special decoy. And right here we got two smashers right when I round the corner. That's something you don't really want to. That's something you don't really want to see when you're doing something solo. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like low on materials too. But it's a good thing I leveled up this Jacko launcher to level 30. It is just absolutely destroying stuff. It didn't destroy the Smasher in one hit, but it did get those other guys. There's a lobber over there that I didn't notice, but it's okay. And some of my defenders are already down and they're calling out for help. So that makes like this whole situation even more tense. It's because like the longer you keep them up, interesting. Did you guys see that? The arrow, it looks like it stunned the dude, unless the dude was getting knocked back from my wall pushers. I can't tell. Maybe someone could tell me in the comments. Let me know what's going on there. It looked like he got dazed by my arrows, like the impact of the arrows or something. But that's probably not the case. It's probably something else. Anyway, they do defenders are also good at alerting you when they see like a certain type of enemy. But yeah, look at that. That person's dazed too. That's got to be the arrows. Interesting. I'll look at the stats after the update finishes downloading. Today's update is downloading. I know that they're adding like some kind of consumable where you can be a bush in the Battle Royale mode, which looks funny. It reminds me of playing Metal Gear Solid and being Snake in the cardboard box when you're on like a military base and you're sneaking around in the cardboard box when they're not looking, but they don't notice like the box move locations. The problem with that though, like releasing a bush is, and I'm getting off topic, but the problem with releasing a bush is that now everybody's going to be like super suspicious of the bushes, like more than usual, and they're probably going to like shoot at group. bushes more often in Battle Royale, and it's gonna make it harder for us professional bush campers. I mean, you can't shoot out of a bush usually, so there's that. But I mean, when you're in a bush, if you have like a scope weapon, you can get like a little bit of a view of your surroundings if you're careful, and it helps. Right there, the taker got me, smacked me down. There's that lightning trap right there. That looks like it dazes a little bit. Right there, that's not really a good place to put your decoy. Put it a little farther out. Like, say you're saving somebody like I'm doing right now. Put your decoy like a little farther away from you, so maybe you could build like a wall between you and that person before they come in. There's another propane tank guy. Look at him. Look at him just slashing. Even though he's level 34, he's doing a good job with that high level sword. But I do need to level him up, like, cause at least to like 60 or something. I'm just getting slapped from all angles, man. Oh, well, at least they went down next to each other. That helps. But right there, I did something smart, and I moved the decoy outside of the area where I'm reviving, and then I put up a wall. I don't have many materials at this point, so I had to just put up whatever wall I could. Now, I don't get to see how long they actually stayed up for. I know with all these crazy... Oh, man, he took out 3 walls. What type of nonsense is that? So I don't even go after him that time. I kind of put some dummy walls for him to play with for a moment. And then I go back because my defenders are doing a pretty good job at defending. Hashtag defend. And, well, not the best job, but they're doing a lot better than me by myself, getting focused by all the enemies would. At this point, I think I go around. I don't remember if I destroyed the smasher guy yet. I think I do go around the corner after this, and then I take out a laser eyes. Well, maybe the smasher's still in there. That's funny. I don't see the smasher outside. He probably came back outside then, because I saw a hole in that wall. Maybe he fell down in that hole over there, which would be nice. If he fell in the hole and he couldn't get out, that would be awesome. It's like a bonus. Look at that, the sniper. As soon as I got him up, he's right back to work. Right back to work. And now I'm going for the other people. Wow, they got 3 laser eyes. That's where my gun jammed. Sometimes, like, you're in the middle of the heat. And that time I didn't even get my defenders up. I came back out to save the sniper guy. I saw that there was like only a little bit of time left. So I don't know what happened to that smasher. I lost track of him. Maybe my defenders took him out. And then I just totally ignored that little guy and revived the shotgunner.